Yo, what's good, guys? Welcome to episode 12 of the 20k Summer Challenge. So getting right into today, I think there are two scenarios that could possibly happen, or that could call for a trade even. Because obviously, if neither of them happen, then we are not going to be trading probably. But pretty much, so we are currently trading into a 4-hour bullish fair value gap on ES and NQ. NQ is near equilibrium, and there's some 15-minute sell-side liquidity available to be swept in that equilibrium. So I feel like that's a pretty good target. That could, see price sweeping down to it. If we do sweep that 15-minute and then start respecting the bullish fair value gap, I think a good target is this low resistance liquidity, and that is my reasoning because there are some unfilled hourly fair value gaps, bearish ones, and on ES you can see that these untapped bearish fair value gaps on that hour time frame are closer, so could make an FVG SMT. You can see on ES it has also pretty much swept this low resistance liquidity and sweeping Asia low, which also gives it a good target to target these hourly fair value gaps and all this low resistance lying up here. So yeah, that's pretty much my reasoning for today. I think NQ will probably reach equilibrium if ES fails to, because ES is looking more bullish, and for news there's only unemployment claims, which isn't really that significant. So yeah, so market opens in approximately 2 minutes and 30 seconds, so I'll update you guys with market open. See you then. Yo, what's good, guys? So markets opened and we've seen straight away ES and NQ has manipulated further down. ES has took this previous day low and all this low resistance liquidity, and then NQ has just manipulated lower but hasn't actually reached equilibrium, which isn't that big of a deal because we are in a 4-hour fair value gap anyway. So we've had a huge bullish reaction to sweeping this low right here on ES and on NQ. So we're seeing a break of structure to the upside, and now if we see this, then we want a retrace into either a 5-minute fair value gap and then equilibrium being reached, or a retrace into an order block, two of those, and that'll be a good entry signal. So I'll update you guys with what happens, and I'll see you then. Yo, guys, so pretty quickly we have seen a retrace into equilibrium and these 1-minute fair value gaps, and this order block in fact on ES, and obviously we can see on NQ we have retraced into this 1-minute fair value gap, and NQ is looking pretty more bullish actually now, since it's now New York session. So it looks like the Americans want NQ more. So that was a pretty good retrace on ES and NQ. And now I think if we inverse this 1-minute fair value gap, then that will be our entry. Yeah, and we'll probably trade NQ, I think, just because it has these highs up here and it is looking more bullish into this session and not as choppy as ES. So I'll keep you guys updated and tell you if I take a trade. Yours good, guys. So I have entered this trade on NASDAQ with a 2.69 RR stop loss just at the bottom of this leg here, with my TP at the top of this low resistance liquidity. So I'll update you guys with what this trade does in a while, and yeah, I'll see you then. Yours good, guys. So we have won our trade. It ended up being around a 1.76 RR. We initially had our TP at this high up here, which was the end of the low resistance liquidity, but as we got around this area, and just before we were going to hit TP, ES had a huge bearish reaction to these London highs and Asia highs. So just because of that, I thought I should exit it and secure my profits, because I don't want to, hit a break even when I was that much in profit. So yeah, I exited on NQ, and I mean, even if it does hit our full TP now, there's nothing we can really do about it. I shouldn't have had my TP that far anyway. Probably just stick to a 2 RR trade when I do take a trade, and not try and get like huge profits, because it's just better to be consistent. So yeah, that's this episode 12. Episode 13 will probably be tomorrow if this news is looking all right. What I want to do now is only post the winning days because pretty much it's hard to explain, but I only have like a certain amount of thumbnails for 21 episodes in total, so 9 more episodes. So I just want to only post the winning trades, so I don't run out of thumbnails pretty much for the series. So yeah, that's all for today. And I'll see you in the next one.